を食べればいいじゃない。
でも何が起こるか分かっていても政治や経済のことなんかどう対処していいのか全く分かりません。
So I want to recognize up front, Tearmoon Empire is not for everybody. And if it's not for you, that's okay. In this video, I want to talk about not only my opinion on the first episode, but I also want to talk about, like, is it, who's it for, and, like, should you watch it kind of thing. And here's the thing. If you don't quite enjoy stories that are centered around, like, royalty, in this case, a princess, right? If you don't enjoy stories that are centered around a princess or royalty, if you don't enjoy stories that are leading out by a heroine versus a hero kind of theme, right? And I want to recognize that there's a lot of people out there who have valid taste. And I think there's no problem in having a certain taste towards certain types of manga or light novels or anime, whatever it is. And if your protagonist, you enjoy being male versus female, I think that's completely okay too. I myself really, really love the female-driven stories because I think that they always have this, they not always, but for the most part, they tend to have a more absorptionable storyline, right? I think when you have, like, your male lead, there's always this strong secondary focus on harems or, girls or, things. Even if it's, like, the third thing down, there's always this, like, innate thing there. Now, when we have a female lead, there is still, like, the male romance part of it that still becomes can become, I guess, like a prevalent thing. But for the most part, a lot of times they're more tastefully done. And they're usually only focused, Saint's power is omnipotent. Looking at you, you're freaking. Oh, I love that show so much. It's so good. But in most of the time, they're focused on, like, one male lead kind of thing, as opposed to one who has many, which is usually the case that we get. Okay. So, anyways, where I'm leading is like, hey, if that's not your cup of tea, I think it's okay. Now, the other piece is, if you don't really enjoy, like, villainous or redemption arcs or more. Not slice of life, because it's not slice of life, but more tempered down, less excitable things to happen. If you don't enjoy those kinds of shows either, I think Tearmoon Empire might not be for you either. On the opposite side of this spectrum, right? On the opposite side of the street is, if you like villainous shows, if you like reincarnation shows, or maybe you like manga or light novels or whatever, right? If you, I myself go through a lot of different manhwas that are all about, person lives life, dies, gets a second chance, and now she's going to change a kingdom, change herself, change the knights, change the prince, change the demon, change the this, change the, I love those kinds. I eat them up. And that's what we have here in Tearmoon Empire. And I think if you vibe with me, I think that what we're getting is a really cool product with a hilarious lead, who's very animated and very personable, like a strong personality. And you have this story of this girl who was so off-kilter. Not only was she, like, demoness princess, but she also didn't give a crap about her kingdom, so much so that she was basically oblivious as to the reason that she was even held captive for 3 years to eventually be put to execution, to essentially appease the people who wanted it. You could tell a lot of the people who were against her pinned, like, a lot of famine and a lot of things on her. So eventually we'll probably find out, like, what was the root cause of her getting, like, what was everything on her about? But the interesting about Mia in this storyline is, unlike some other folks, is she has an idea of when things started to go wrong. She knows, like, okay, my kingdom finances fail. We went from rich to a poor kingdom. We went from, famine. We went from, like, eating well to famished. So she has a general idea, but she's not astute enough or intelligent enough to understand how she can fix it or the why. So in her second chance here, she now has the opportunity to, undo a lot of the wrongs she did and do things the right way, like being caring, not be a monster, care about her kingdom, care about her people. But she now has this other opportunity to give a shit and to learn and learn about finances and learn about governance and learn about these, like, all these things that she didn't before, and actually give a crap and really find good people based on her past memories of the people who, like, she found her maid, good person, like the last person there for her. She had this other person at the end of the episode that is like a financial officer, really good person to her. So now she's gonna have these two people. She can find people like that and then get intelligent and use the knowledge she had about when things went wrong, but then also learn. Like, she could turn the ship of her empire around. And I am all about that, because then, you know, you have this serious story that's really well written so far, conveyed really well, beautifully animated, really good voice acting, dope ED, dope OP. And then you also have the comedic element sprinkled upon all of it. And then if they throw in like, throw in a little bit of romance, maybe this finance guy, or maybe she ends up partnering with a prince or something from another land to kind of, like, you know, make things move and groove, like, we're in for some serious stuff. And then if we could throw in, you know, a dash of revenge in there, like maybe she remembers like the specific one or two people who maybe like really took it home for her. Like, we can get some revenge in there. Ooh, Tearmoon Empire is going to be so good. So anyways, I really enjoyed episode 1. I think this is a perfect show, or a perfect example of how you come out on episode 1. You show the blight, which is her getting beheaded, right? That's the, like, oh man, it's happening. That's the thing. And then you take us back in time to go through it all again, and like, let's make sure that doesn't happen. And then I like how they gave the guillotine, you know, it made him move, you know. So I was like, let's get there. So I'm all for it. I think this show is going to be incredible. I can't wait to be with you guys all season long. This one's this is one of my favorite ones so far of the new ones. So the ones that have hit me for favorite ones so far is Demon Sword Master, I'm in Love with the Villainess, and Berserk of Gluttony, and then Tearmoon Empire. The other show I watched today too, which was pretty good, was A Returner's Magic Should Be Special. That was also really good. So it's gonna be really hard to choose which show we watch this season, but like, this one was real good. All right, my friends, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below about Tearmoon Empire. I'm gonna see you next Saturday for episode 2. So see you then, my friends. Peace out.